Hey everybody, welcome back to another hot off the press. We're gonna get started making another dye sublimation shirt. And we're doing this episode tonight on CHAPPELL ROAN, who I thought was the best performer at Coachella. She put on an awesome show. Turns out she was opener for Olivia Rodrigo, who I think is a plagiarizer. But beyond that, that's how she got a lot of her notoriety. But she's destined to be one of the larger pop stars of our time. But back to the shirt. So we're doing dye sublimation. We're making a shirt tonight, full color of CHAPPELL ROAN's Casual. And we're gonna do a combination with simple square album, full color, full cut of the album on the shirt. And we just intend to add a puff feature to kind of show you how you can use, two styles in one. Making your own clothes, where this is going to be this super high definition CHAPPELL ROAN shirt, which is in her classic torn stockings and the whole 9 yards. And this shirt is going to look so good. And I'm going to reveal it to you at the end of this episode. Now, all the shirts and ideas that I show you on Hot Off the Press, I've never made before. Similar to this like Keith Richards t-shirt that was on an episode previously, if you want to check that one out. Yeah, we do them all right in front of you, and then we reveal them at the end of the episode. So it's kind of a fun episode. I have no idea what's going to happen either. Eventually, I'm going to mess up some episodes. Maybe I already have messed up for that matter, but ultimately try to get a good result out of each of these shirts and try to entertain you while doing it. So yeah, these presses are heated at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and I have to press it about 3 or 4 times to get it around the entire image. Now you could accomplish this with like larger presses, but what fun would that be, right? No, it's actually important that your press has very even temperature, and the larger the press, the harder it is to get an even temperature. And then you end up having to spend a lot more money to ensure that you get that good press. So yeah, if you're interested in producing large scale amounts of t-shirts, you might want to consider that. But for what I'm doing, it's just not really cost beneficial. And I find that there's a skill in learning how to do this. I started my large prints with a little 8.5 by 11. And if you want to see how I printed stuff on my SC-F170 printer, just go back to some of the earlier episodes of Hot Off the Press. They're actually really good because there's a lot more creativity required to try to figure out how to obtain these larger prints. And that's what I've been after all along. This one kind of makes it easier, but it then requires additional levels of creativity. And so I'm on the path of creativity, learning how to make shirts in front of you. Never started making shirts until this episode. Never did anything in front of a camera until my channel, News of the Beach, with which episodes are coming back. So be sure to stay tuned. We are like 10 days from having a baby, and this is just keeping us from going completely stir crazy while also being ready to basically hop in a car, go to a hospital, have a baby, and come back. So you guys are probably freezing back at home. Even Florida, ice cold, 50 degrees outside. We are enjoying being by this hot press and making shirts with you guys. So yeah, just one more press. And we're gonna finish this one tonight with, like I said, we're gonna complement the image with a puffer. And I'm really into puff print, but this is just gonna complement with the poppy teal CHAPPELL ROAN, and it's gonna give it that very unique vibe. I mean, this shirt's already unique into itself, but I like the play on textures. With dye sublimation, all of your shirts are gonna be just so smooth. It's not like any other form of printing out there. It's not like vinyl, direct to fabric, all of these things, they're not without their benefits and also, deficiencies, if you will. And for the most part, I don't like vinyl or the texture of those type of things because over time they just don't really hold up. Regular silk screen is what I would go with if I had to, but I don't and can't get the amount of color out of that. And also it takes a lot of setup time, whereas this you can print one of and obtain so much color, so much high definition, do black and white with color, and I do these on the Epson SC-F570 printer. Highly recommended. I've been telling you it's about $2,000, and I've found like maybe 1 or 2 places you can still get it for that much, but you might want to consider doing that. It's going back up in price. They're now about $2,500 again. The model you want to look up if you want to get a reasonable deal on it is the Epson SC-F570 Lite, L-I-T-E. And it's just a package they offered over the holidays. So back to the shirt. Here we go with the big reveal. CHAPPELL ROAN, looking casual, hot off the press. Really hope you like the shirt. We're gonna be back in just 1 minute and we're gonna show you a puff print. Can't wait to finish this thing and can't wait to put it on. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, we are ready for the puff. As I like to say, puff your stuff. And we're starting with the one side, CHAPPELL, on this side. And then I have the ROAN here. And I'm doing it in the exact same color blue. I pressed this at 290 degrees. You have to hold your presses very firmly. And this makes sure that as they bubble up, that they don't literally bubble, that they firmly puff. So you really want to hold your pressure. And I actually keep them on a little longer. Make sure that when you pull them, you shake them, they need to cool down immediately. Otherwise, they will wrinkle or not come out perfectly. So I will shake this vigorously. And it's going to be a two-part puff because this is 15.5 inches long, actually longer than my press. But on the shirt, it's going to look killer because it's the exact width within the arm length. You're going to love it. Can't wait to show it to you. Let me give you that first shake. Let's get this thing right. Okay, we're halfway there. I'm not going to show it to you, but it's looking good. And here we go with the ROAN portion. We're going to get this, just make sure, you know, we only get one chance at these. And it's important that once we line it up and get it in place, now you can kind of like stretch the shirt. You can also use transfer paper if, you know, when you print the size of the letters, they don't exactly line up to what you're doing. In this case, though, they lined up pretty well. So I'm just making sure that I really just set it on the shirt in exactly the right position. You know, that way we don't have any real like underlap, if you will. And I also want to try to not puff the portion of CHAPPELL that I already have puffed. So I'm going to do this right on the edge, which is a little bit trickier, but I can make it work. Here we go. Real long pressure again. This is going to be such a cool shirt. And like I said, dye sublimation, it allows for this really nice texture, but we want to have that puff bump, that bumper that says, hey, this is my CHAPPELL ROAN shirt. And you're going to love it. It's going to come out just great. If you're interested in making shirts like this, or you want me to help you make a shirt like this, put something in the comments, subscribe to my channel. I will print you one of these and send it to you. And you just send me the shipping and you can make one of these yourself even. So yeah, I'm here to help. If you have an idea that you want me to help you with, just send it to me and I'll do what I can to print it and send it back to you. Here we go. Let's finish this thing out. Okay, I think we got it. Oh yeah, looking real good. I'm just going to leave it on the board just to show you. CHAPPELL ROAN with a nice raised puff. Super cool. And I'll pop it on just so you can see it worn. And like I said, just came out right in between the arm lengths. Super square on the shirt. I love it. Dye sublimation and puff print. That's where it's at. Hang tight. So here we have it. HOTTOGO, the CHAPPELL ROAN dye sublimated puffy print all over dye shirt. I hope you like it. Give us a like and subscribe. Check out the other episodes. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.